Alrighty then guys, so my friends at GearBest have just sent me in this Xiaomi, I can't remember how you say it now, but Xiaomi Mi Band 3. Now as you probably know, I've been using a Mi Band 2 for quite some time now, so they sent me this Mi Band 3 to play with. So what we'll better do is get it out of this little plastic bag here. Oh, it's got a little cover on the top as well, guys. Let's have a look. How do we get into this then? Lift the tab. Oh, here it comes. Oh, you open it up then. So what have we got in the box exactly then? Let's have a look. There's a little tab there again. So I guess we could open that tab there somehow or another. There we go. Lift it up. Okay, so there's the device itself. Here's the band. Oh look, it's got something in there, look. Must be to keep its shape, I guess. Right, let's pop that out. Doesn't do a lot. Nothing smart about that then, guys. Right, so there's the, oh I see. Right, what else we got in here then? The instructions, which will be entirely in Chinese. So I'll have to translate that later on, guys. And hopefully in here somewhere, the little charger. Let's have a closer look at this bit, shall we, guys? Okay, so this is the actual module before we put it into the band. What have we got around the back here? That'll be the little camera and lights for your heart rate. And on the front there's a button. That's to wake it up with. This bit peels off. So it's not on at the moment, guys. Just peel that off. Oh, there we go. What's it saying here then? It's interesting. Get that off. Oh, it's gone now. There we go. Yeah, it's basically saying, you know, do it up to the app on the phone, and it's in Chinese at the moment. So hopefully there will be a firmware upgrade in the very near future. To bring it to English, but what we'll better do is we'll pop it on charge, and then I'll get it into the strap here, and then we'll have a look at it. One thing I don't like about the Mi Band 3 is this daft idea that you've got to take it out of the wristband to charge it every time, which is exactly the same as this Mi Band 2 here. I'm not all that keen on the way, you know, you've got to take it out and push it into the charging cable like so, you know, to charge the thing up. I really don't like that. Maybe we can see this much better idea of the magnetic charging system as used by the Amazfit Cor here. Hope you're watching that, Xiaomi. And then of course you've got to get it back into the strap again, which is like a bit of a struggle. Not the easiest thing to do. I'm never sure which way you push it in from, whether you push it in from the top or from underneath like this here, and it never seems to want to go together properly, and oh dear. And yet I've done the Mi Band 2 quite a few times, and I still don't know how to get it right. So look, well there we go, that's got it. It looks quite nice when it's together, but it's just a bit of a pain really, I think. Okay guys, so just before we connect it to the app on my phone, let's take a look at it. And as you can see, it is all in Chinese here. Right, let's go ahead and connect it to the Mi Band app. As you can see, the app is connected to my Mi Band 2. So we're going to profile, add a device, hopefully. Here we go, add a device, which is like a watch. Oh, so I've got to unpair my other one, so that's alright then. Right, syncing data, right, there we go. Okay, so I've unpaired me Mi Band 2. Let's click on band, blah blah blah. Searching, hold it close. Here we go, it's found it. So touch it. Right, there we go. It's already picked up on the hello, what's it picked up on here? Ah, there we go. So it's busy pairing it. I'm paired successfully. There we go. Oh, updating firmware. So we'll see what happens now, because remember it's all in Chinese, guys. 1%. It does actually mention on the GearBest product page for this that the smart band will be in Chinese until such time as they put out a new firmware update. Okay, so we're nearly there. Let's see what happens, guys. Done. Updated successfully, it says here. Swipe up or down, switch between steps, heart rate, okay. Oh, can we get it started again? Now it's got it in English now, look guys. There we go, updating resources, but it is in English now. Halfway there. Updated. Right, 1535. So that's good, and right, let's have a look what we can do with it then, shall we guys? Right, we can tell at the time and how many steps you've done here. The next screen, if we can get it to stay on, that is. Right, the next screen is your steps you've done. Zoom in a bit on that. And then after that we've got your heart rate. We've got the weather for today and tomorrow and subsequent days as well. And then after that we have, so look, can we get it to roll over? So look, we have notifications, and this is where your emails and texts will appear. We have more, which is like some of the settings. You've got like the stopwatch, which we don't have on the other two Mi Band smart bands. We have the silence, so you can quieten it down so it doesn't, you know, vibrate at you and whatever. And then we have find device, which allows you to find your phone if it's connected via Bluetooth. Then we had you can change the screen here. Long press, I think, long press and hold. Yeah, you can change to different screens. There's different screens you can get. This is my favourite, that one there. It also does this weird thing when you run your finger across the button here. It does this weird wobbly thing as well, which is quite odd. Let's start with the steps. As you can see, I've done 4,083 steps today. The app will allow you to set how many steps, you know, as a sort of like a target you wish to reach. Like I've set mine to 9,000 steps, and once you reach your target, 9,000 steps, it vibrates 3 times, and you're completely, you know, you're really sure that you've done your. There's no doubt that you've done your what you need to be doing there, guys. Over here we have the battery percentage. You just swipe it right or left. What do we have here? Then that's your miles you've done, and your calories you've burnt today. And then we're back to the battery. Just by swiping, you just go round and round like this here. If you go up to the heart rate monitor, what you have to do is you have to press and hold the button here. You get a vibration and it starts to monitor your heart rate. Now hopefully it can get it for us here, guys, because I'm at a funny angle here filming. And there we go, 91 beats per minute. I did actually shorten the sequence there. It does take a bit longer to get your heart rate going. What else we got here then? So look there. Oh yeah, there's today's weather, tomorrow's weather, the day after's weather. You do actually need to keep it connected to the app, or update the app regularly to keep the weather up to date, guys. What else we got here then? Let's have a look. Will it go any more for us? Let's bring it back to today. Well, there we go. So we've got that. We've got steps, heart rate, weather, notifications. This is where your messages will appear here. I don't use this facility because the writing's so small and my eyes are not good enough to see it, and I don't particularly want to keep putting my glasses on to read messages. We have more here, which is like the settings. So like you've got stopwatch, we've got silent, we find device. Now this one will actually find your phone if you want it to. It makes the phone ring. And you can change the screen here. Hang on, where is it? It's gone again. There we go, bring it back in screen, long press here, and we're into the different screens you can do. This one being my favourite. So there we go, guys, that's what it'll do. Like the other Mi Bands, this comes with a nice soft silicone strap. As I say, you do have to take the device out of the strap to charge it, which is something I'm not keen on. I would much rather have 2 little contacts on the back, very much like the Amazfit Cor here, so you just put a magnetic connector on there to charge it up. That'd be a much better idea in my way of thinking, and that's what I prefer on the Amazfit Cor. But you don't have to charge that much. I've been using this for 2 or 3 weeks now. We can see where the battery has got to. Let's have a look. Where are we now? I've got 56%, so it's just over halfway drained out, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. So battery life is like the other two smart bands I've got down there. It's very good, actually, very good battery life. The Amazfit Cor has actually got a better battery life than they claim it has, and I don't expect this one to be any different. On the back of the device we have the little heart rate sensor, which is like some LEDs, green LEDs, and a little camera in there. Allows the device to find out what your heart rate's doing at the time. You see these little lights are glowing away there. They will go out eventually. There we go. And it won't have got a reading from that because there's nothing to read. The user guide you get with your Mi Band 3 is entirely in Chinese. You can actually see more or less what's going on with it. How to fit it into the strap itself just here. How to work it, where you're supposed to be wearing it, and how to pair it with your phone and what have you. I couldn't find an English manual for this online anywhere, but GearBest have got a guide in English on their website, and what I will do is I will put you a link in the descriptive text down below, and you can click on that link and go along and learn how to use your Mi Band 3 if you're having trouble using it. It's actually quite intuitive to use, actually, once it's in English. It's not difficult, really. You know, you can follow obviously the app on your phone is entirely in English, or wherever you live. It's not difficult to follow. Once you've paid it up, you can set all different parameters, like whether you want notifications or what have you. I don't have notifications on mine because it's so small, and I need glasses to read it because I'm getting on a bit now, you see. But if you've got younger eyes and you can actually read it, then you can have your emails and your texts popping up on here, which is quite handy. And as I say, you can not only can you find this with your phone, you can find your phone with this, and it plays whatever default tune you've got on your phone at the time. Connecting your device to your phone here, you'll find it actually will transfer the data over a lot quicker than it does with the Mi Band 2 or the other the Amazfit Cor. It's very quick. They've updated the electronics in here quite nicely. Anyway, it's 100% already. It updates the data and transfer data really quickly, actually, guys. Okay, let's take a look at finding your device with the Mi Band. Right, find device, you press and hold. There we go. That's my phone making a noise now, so you know where it is. You just there we go, silence it by pressing the little button there. Included with the Mi Band 3 you get your little charging lead here. Handily you can actually recharge your Mi Band 3 from any mobile phone wall charger, or you can connect it to your computer to charge it up as well. This is quite handy to be able to charge it from a mobile phone wall charger. Very useful. So what do I think of the Mi Band 3? Well, I quite like it. Like the other Mi Bands I've got here, it's quite inexpensive. It doesn't cost you a lot of money to purchase. What I can also do is I've got a discount code, which is obviously time limited, guys, but there's a discount code that I will put on the screen here, and it will also appear in the descriptive text too. Be quick with that one because it'll run out soon. I quite like the Mi Band 3. It's comfortable to wear, easy to use. It will update itself to English when you get it in your first firmware update. It will pop it into English for you, which is quite useful. The only thing I don't like about it, as I say, is having to take this to here thing out to charge it, because it will eventually loosen the band, I would have thought. You can get other bands for it. There are some nice metal ones out there, I believe. Nice straps, metal straps out there. I say this is comfortable and is in silicone as well. It snaps together, it holds it quite well. When you've done your amount of steps, which is something I like, you certainly know about it because it vibrates 3 times very strongly, letting you know. And I think also a little sort of a goal thing pops up on the screen as well, but obviously, you know, if you're walking along, you're probably not looking at your screen all the time. You can get your messages on there, which is quite handy if you like getting your messages on there. I'd say it's a bit small for me because I need glasses to actually read the screen, so I don't bother with that one. But overall, very nice. A lot cheaper than the more expensive competition. And don't forget that discount code, guys. Okay then, so the Mi Band 3 then. Very nice little fitness tracker. I do believe you can also hook it up to Google Fit as well, but I use the MyFit app that you can get on your app store. Very useful, very handy. You can keep track of things like your weight on there as well. You can input your weight, weigh yourself the next week, input it again, and you get a little graph coming up showing you how your weight's up and down, or down, whichever you like. You can set the steps you want, to, you know, your number of steps to a certain goal, which is quite handy. It's the same for these things as well, guys. I quite like this little thing, but then again I like these two as well. So I've had these three. They were all sent in to me by GearBest, so thank you very much to GearBest for sending those in, and this one as well. If you want an inexpensive little fitness tracker to go around your wrist, I can highly recommend these. I think I've been using this one for the best part of a year now, this one here. They are good for the money, I've got to say. But take a look down in the descriptive text below. There will be a link. You can go down, click on the link, check out the price and availability in your country. There will be a special discount code down there as well, so you can pick it up. Very nice price too. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. You can click like and you can share it with your friends because they might be interested in a very, very reasonably priced fitness tracker too. And there's also my Instagram. You can see what I'm up to on Instagram. This is down there as well somewhere. It's actually proving quite popular on Instagram too. There's my Google Plus, and you can also support the channel via Patreon too if you wish to. Thank you very much to everyone who's doing so already. Alright guys, well thanks for coming over. Thanks for taking a look at the Mi Band 3, and I will catch you back here at Rathbone Manor in the very near future then. Laters!